here we are about to do an interview on Slow Motion herself, SloMo. The name she did go by. Rashida's her name, but so excited about this. We are going to be doing a short film on her, and I need her to tell her story. And this is going to be beautiful. I'm excited about this project. I came to meet her at this beautiful park and very adventurous. So hope you guys are excited just as me. She is an amazing poet. Excuse me, amazing poet and writer. Let's not forget this. So let me introduce you to Rashida, aka SloMo, the amazing poet.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
That's
Very
good.
blessed to be here, living out my dreams.
I know, I see it, and thank you so much for inviting me out to this beautiful picnic. So what's behind the picnic? Why do you like sitting out here in the grass? I see all the beautiful people around. Let's take a look. Tell me, what's about it?
Well, you feel a lot of energy, and I can feel people's energy. And right now, people are doing what they love to do, so you feel a lot of positive energy out here, and it's good to be around positive energy. Because in this world, there's a lot of negative energy.
Okay. So I see you got your gear on. Let me see the shirt, please. Oh, okay. That is nice.
Yeah, it says Bob Marley, and then it says Slow Motion, and it has a picture that I drew of Bob Marley facing Bob Marley, and a friend of mine, Nucci, he did the computer graphics, the colors for it. So he added like the green, the red, and the yellow.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And let me see the socks. Wow.
Got a little leaf on it. That's nature right there.
Yes, I love nature, so this don't bother me at all. Yes, that is nice. So remember to go click the link in her bio on Instagram in Slow Motion at the Teespring and buy her clothing. This is amazing. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and there's also cups, and there's masks for this pandemic that we're in right now. And the cups are different than the shirts cups, because I like to sketch, I like to draw and stuff. So it's supposed to be a portrait of me holding my hand up like this, and it says SloMo on the back of the coffee cup.
Okay, so one more time, let me see the shirt. You can show your fans and the beautiful people out there, and the socks. Yes.
Right there. Got Mr. Marley right there.
And you notice she got her book and her pen and her stuff. So yes, she's doing amazing things. So tell me why we are here today, because we know I'm here to interview you about your life and things you've been through, and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I love to collaborate with people, and on my books, a friend of mine that I met through an open mic that I used to have in New Rochelle at Sugar Plums. I met this guy who goes by the name Cool G Mac, and we made some business deals about the open mic when I moved from New York to Florida, about him taking over the open mic in New York, and he did very well, and the exchange was he was to help me put my books out on Amazon, and he helped me put 2 of the books out. He edited one, and I gave him a hard time with editing the second one because I didn't want any of my words to be changed.
Understood.
Yes,
That's your baby.
I wanted the uniqueness of what I'm saying as a black lesbian woman, or African American woman, or woman of color, how I speak, how I approach women, my approach in the beauty that I see in women. Like, I was raised up by a beautiful mother that passed away, and a beautiful grandmother and beautiful aunts, and you know, I have this way of speaking to women, but I want to be polite. So sometimes I feel when people take over and edit and change some of your words, it loses how you would approach the situation.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I'm not taking anything away from Cool G Mac, he is a wonderful writer. He made my dream come true by publishing, two of my books and putting them on Amazon. So I always have to give thanks to him. But I'm also looking forward to just publishing my poems myself, editing my poems myself, and also writing for other people.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm writing this book for this beautiful young lady, and I don't want to give the name out of what the book is, but it's taking a journey on her life experience and everything that she's going through, and it's a therapeutic process of going through this with her. And once I feel like this book is actually out there, she can release some of her past. Because I know when I've had my books put out there, it was some of my past that just, it's gone. I relieved it. It's released. So so I'm also would love to, write for other people, which I'm doing right now. So
absolutely, that's what I like most about Rashida, and that's why I wanted to do this interview, because she really like helping other people out and putting people before herself, and it could be a blessing and a curse, but it's been a blessing for her, and it's truly amazing to meet somebody that's outstanding like that, that's willing to put things before herself. So she, we getting to know inside and out of Rashida. So what inspired poetry for you? What inspired that?
Well, my father, God rest his soul, he used to be a DJ in, I believe, late 70s, 80s. And he loved to like rhyme and play his records and stuff like that. And so I grew up going to some of the parties and stuff, and that was back when they would allow children to be there, and I got to see him kind of do what he did, and he would be around the house like rhyming words or whatever. And I kind of took to it, and hip hop became really big in the 80s for me. And I remember being in the 4th grade saying, I want to do that, I want to do that. And in the 4th grade, I wrote my first rap. And my mom was so proud of me, God rest her soul, that she remembered it and would sing it to her students in her school, because my mom was a teacher at a private school, and was once in Larchmont, but it moved to New Rochelle, New York. So yeah, it was my father that made me love, the rhyming of the words and wanted to be a hip hop artist. And then I discovered poetry basically in high school, and my mom would buy a lot of Maya Angelou books and sit there and read Maya Angelou, and had it in her little library and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, let me get with this poetry thing, because once I got into high school, rap became something else. It became too gangsterous and too
Yes, the times changed.
So I wasn't living that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So I would see certain things and I could rhyme about it, and I would like rhyme about it. And like back then in high school, I was able to freestyle, and that was one of the things that my friends did like about me, because I would say the funniest freestyles, put comedy in it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was my father that influenced me in that way. So it was my mom that influenced me with the artistry of like drawing and stuff like that. My mother was a really great artist that you would know who it was that she drew. So yeah, so both my parents are to thank for the talents that I have. I'm not as good as they were, but at least I'm carrying some of what they left with me, and I'm showing it with the world.
Absolutely, and that's truly amazing. Truly amazing.
Yep, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you being interested in the things that I do.
Of course, we need to let the world know, your fans and more upcoming fans, know who you truly are. Where can they, and also at the end of the interview, you need to let them know where can they find you at, how can they get your clothing, how can they support you,
Well, I'm on Instagram at _slow motion, one word, _ effect with an A.
Okay.
And then you can go on Teesprings, SloMo, and you can see my merch there as well. Amazon is where two of my books are. Simply Complicated is the first one, and Poetry in Slow Motion is the second one. So yeah, I'm hoping to start a new renaissance of poets and artists and just rock out. And we just taking over the world and doing peaceful poetry and peaceful art and have it be nothing but love, art, equality, and peace and poetry, you know?
Exactly. So you are touching a little bit on the spiritual side as well with your poetry. How's that going?
A little bit. It's always been in my poetry.
My correction, always been.
You know, it's God first. I was raised up in a Pentecostal household. My grandmother installed in her daughters and her sons that prayer is very important, and it has been instilled in me from my mom, from her mom, even from my aunts as well. God rest each and every of their souls, and my aunts and uncles, and even my father was spiritual as well. So it's deep inside me, and especially I got all my angels now, you know. Majority of my family, my mom, dad, aunts, uncles have passed away, so you know, I stay centered and in tune with them as much as I possibly can.
Okay.
So it's very important to have them around me and to feel them guiding me, and also to know that they have a very funny sense of humor. So does God.
Okay.
So you know, I've seen prayers actually happen, and I've prayed for so many different things, and they have happened for me.
Okay.
So I can testify, I can be a witness, whatever you want to say, whatever words you want to use, that prayer does work. You know what I'm saying? And to always appreciate your ancestors, the people that came before you, that worked hard, that way even before your mama, before your grandmama, before them, to give appreciation to them as well, because those are the people that made this world what it is, this built and made you as strong as who you are today, like made you a strong human being. Yes, it's God, yes, it's the Spirit, so you have to give thanks and be very grateful.
Absolutely. All right, so we coming to the end of part 1 of your interview. To all Rashida fans and family and friends and people out there that want to look her up, she will give you information again. We will be having part 2 coming soon. She will be showing us her villa and more of her life. Is there anything else you would like to say before we end our interview?
Thank you to everyone. Thank you to my mom, dad, my aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpa, cousins, everything, and most, friends, and most importantly, my wife as well.
So you have a significant other?
Yes.
Yes, because the ladies is going to ask that. That's part 2 of our interview. That's one of the questions I have to ask you, because all the ladies, they fans, and they love some Rashida, the poet.
Is that right?
So you are married. Okay, well, congratulations to you. Can you go ahead and tell everybody your information again so they can reach out to you?
You can find me on Instagram at _slow_motion_effect. My books are on Amazon, Simply Complicated and Poetry in Slow Motion. And my merch is on Teespring SloMo.
Yes, and go ahead and please support the local poets, the poetry, peace, love, and light, the artists. And we out. Until the next time. All right, Slow Motion.
Thank you.
You're welcome.